So I became a chef 9 years ago. The main reason for me wanting to become a chef was I didn't like school very much. But unfortunately, it's very long hours. You're going to work weekends. Reasons why I chose Korea. You know, we'd go out for 회식 to the Korean restaurant, and as soon as I tried makgeolli, that was it. I was obsessed with Korea from there. Hello Korean bros, my name is Bryn. I'm a chef from Australia. I'm currently working in Korea as a chef, and today I'm going to be giving you a lecture on being a chef. Why I became a chef. So I became a chef 9 years ago. The main reason for me wanting to become a chef was I didn't like school very much, and it seemed like a very easy option to get out of going to school. From there, I started to become more obsessed with it, and it became something I really wanted to get good at. Yeah, 9 years later, I'm still doing it. The chef life. So the chef life can be a hard life. It's very long hours. You're going to work weekends. That's a part of being a chef. A lot of chefs can push through that because it's very enjoyable, and if you really love what you do, it's not really work at all. It's definitely passion-based, and it's definitely the driving force for why I'm still a chef. The first restaurant I started working. So I actually started in a small pub in Newcastle, just outside of Sydney. It wasn't a very good restaurant, but it's from there I just decided to move up and go from better to better to better. And now, luckily, I'm working in a 1 Michelin-starred restaurant here in Korea.
What's your main task at your first restaurant?
Laundry, peeling onions, peeling potatoes. Yeah, so the first couple of years of being a chef, it's very hard to get the trust from a head chef to be able to do the fun jobs. But if you hang in there and you keep pushing, eventually you'll get to be on the section and doing the good jobs. Most memorable place I have ever worked. The restaurant I spent the most time working in was Fire Door in Sydney, Australia. Working at Fire Door was a complete game changer for me. I think when I first started at Fire Door, I felt quite lost as a chef. And after 3.5 years of working there, I definitely found myself as a chef, and I felt like I was in a family when I was working in there. And also just working with pure fire and cooking great ingredients over fire was such a memorable experience for me. Kitchen atmosphere, difference by country. I've been in Korea working as a chef for 3 months now. Korean people take their job very seriously. So I think for me, Australia can sometimes be a bit more laid back.
What you prefer?
It's really hard. I think for me, for now, I prefer the Korean style. I feel it's more rewarding and it makes me feel more professional. People think being a chef isn't as much as a professional job. So working in Korea, I feel very professional and it feels very rewarding to be a chef. Customer difference by the country. In Australia, it's becoming more of a laid-back scene now. A lot of the food, maybe the plating isn't as intense as Korea. I think people just want to go out and have a good time, whereas in Korea, from my experience in high-end restaurants, and I think people really go there, and if they're spending lots of money, they want to have a next-level experience.
Next one is always my curiosity.
Oh my gosh. Every chef is always mad or rude. Yeah, so this is a very big stereotype. I think this is still very much true in kitchens. When you're working for 12 to 15 hours, it's very easy to lose your cool. And I think as well, it comes from passion. Sometimes the chef just wants the food and wants the whole experience for the customer to be perfect. And if someone is falling behind and it's not happening the way it should be happening, I think it's very hurtful for the chef, and sometimes they can get upset. But I think the industry is changing, and I think chefs are realizing that we need to treat people with more respect. And I think work is becoming maybe a less hostile environment.
Then what kind of chef are you?
That maybe I'm not like this chef. I think I care about food, and maybe sometimes I do get upset, but I'd like to think I'm a very fair chef. Reasons why I chose Korea. I was working with a Korean chef, a very close friend of mine. We both worked at Fire Door together. You know, we'd go out for 회식 to the Korean restaurant, and as soon as I tried makgeolli, that was it. I was obsessed with Korea from there. I think it's pretty, oof. 깔끔해요. And from makgeolli to kimchi and all the other amazing foods, doenjang and all the other amazing fermentations in Korea, I needed to come here and I needed to try everything.
What kind of food you make in your restaurant in Korea?
So the restaurant I work in, we have a head chef that's also Australian. When he first came to Korea, he was amazed by all this different variety of food and ingredients in Korea. So the main focus at Evet, the restaurant I work in, is using all Korean ingredients and showcasing Korean ingredients. So for me, it's really special and it's a really great place to learn about Korea. And as my first restaurant in Korea, I think I'm very lucky to be at Evet. Thank you for listening to my lecture. It's been very fun to tell you all about my story, and you want to try a very unique dining experience, definitely come into Evet. And if you have any questions, please comment down below. Bye.